It was a perfectly normal morning at the pond. The sun was shining, the birds were tweeting, and a whole flock of ducks were paddling about in the water, looking for food. But then something strange happened. One of the ducks, a young female mallard named Daisy, suddenly got the zoomies. She started running and zigzagging all over the place, dipping and diving in the water and generally acting like a little duck who had just been shot out of a cannon and was full of nervous energy. At first, the other ducks just stared at her in confusion, but then one by one, they, too, started to get the zoomies, and before long, the entire flock was zipping and zooming around the pond in a synchronized frenzy. They were flying so high that they accidentally knocked over a picnicker's basket, sending sandwiches and potato chips flying through the air. They zoomed across the surface of the pond, creating an impressive, swirling pattern that would have put any synchronized swimming team to shame. An old, wise owl who had been watching the spectacle from a nearby tree remarked to himself, "Well, I never." He had lived at the pond for many years and had seen all sorts of things, but he had never seen ducks behave like this before. As the ducks were doing their zoomies, one particularly serious duck tried to take charge of the situation. He was a middle-aged drake with a large, impressive beak that he used to great effect when fighting other ducks for food, but even he had to admit that today was not a good day to be bossy. He honked frantically, trying to get the other ducks to swim in a more orderly fashion, but they were just too excited to listen to him. They kept going in circles around him, their loud quacking echoing across the water. After a while, the zoomies started to subside and the ducks began to calm down. They had worked up quite an appetite during their wild ride, so they spent the rest of the day looking for food, their bellies rumbling with contentment. As the sun began to set, they gathered together on the bank of the pond, their eyes shining with the memory of their adventure. They had done something crazy, something different, something that they would remember for the rest of their lives. And it all started because Daisy saw a funny-looking reflection in the water. It was the discarded soda can that had rolled into the pond and was now bobbing gently on the surface, sparkling in the afternoon sun. And when Daisy started chasing it, well, you know what happened next.